Welcome to the deep dive. We're here to, help you get past the surface noise and really explore things that matter. And for this deep dive, wow, we've got something pretty special. It's a narrative that really blends deep human struggle with faith and, well, the genuinely mysterious. Think of this session as just for you, diving into one particular unique story. Today we're getting into the auto driver's divine encounter. It's this really powerful account, just one night, but a night that completely changes things for a young man. It pulls you into this space where, the ordinary bumps right up against the extraordinary.
Exactly. And our mission, if you like, is to kind of unpack the insights and maybe the surprising connections hidden in this story. We'll be looking at these big themes: kindness, fate, maybe those unseen forces that can just shape our lives in ways we don't expect.
Yeah.
It's more than just a tale, really. It shows how our actions, our beliefs, even luck, maybe, are all tangled together.
Absolutely. And at the heart of it is Aslam. He's a 25-year-old auto driver. And his life, well, it's described as just this relentless struggle. Poverty, hardship, trying to care for a sick mother.
Right.
The source even mentions he's strikingly handsome. People apparently stared. But behind that, his eyes just held this deep sadness, constant worry about his mother's heart condition. And his faith, it's strong, but he has doubts, moments of real despair. His father died young, so his mother, she's everything to him, his whole world.
That really sets the stage.
It does, and it makes you ask that question, doesn't it? What if, on a night like that, totally desperate, one single passenger, one ride, could change everything? Not just his money situation, but his actual faith.
That's the core question.
So picture this. It's late, maybe 11 p.m. The city's quiet after heavy rain, deserted streets, and there's this damp, bone-chilling cold. Aslam's there with his old auto, just about ready to pack it in and go home.
Exhausted, probably.
Totally. But he's wishing, just hoping, for one last fare, just enough for his mother's medicine. He's thinking, okay, one more, then I'm done. And right then, just as he thinks that, starts the auto. He sees this faint light in his mirror. He turns, and there she is, a girl.
Okay.
And the description is amazing, like moonlight radiating from her. Big eyes, long hair, and this white dupatta, the scarf, just swaying slightly. Alam's heart just stops.
And that's where it gets really interesting, his reaction, because yes, she's stunningly beautiful, but her eyes, they hold something else. A secret, maybe. An unsettling coldness.
Yeah.
So he's hit with both awe and this immediate fear. It's a really powerful mix, attraction and dread, right from the get-go. Tells you this isn't just any fare.
No, definitely not. He's captivated, but also, unnerved.
Yeah.
She speaks, and her voice is described as melodious, but somehow quiet, like secrets hidden in the words. She asks to go far, to an old place outside the city. And Aslam, he's torn. It's late, deserted place, alone. But something makes him push past the doubt. He decides to trust in Allah, takes the fare.
And then there's that moment, that surprising insight she has. Aslam tries to make small talk, asks if she's in trouble.
Right.
And her answer is just chilling. Trouble comes to everyone, brother. You too are living with your troubles.
Wow.
Instantly, Aslam's thinking, how? How does she know his specific struggles? It just deepens the mystery around her immediately. It's like this supernatural awareness.
Yeah, that would freak me out. And the journey itself, it gets unsettling fast. They leave the city roads, turn onto this muddy, desolate path, just as headlights cutting through the dark. He gets this feeling like a shadow is following them.
Yeah.
He tries to brush it off. Maybe he's just tired. But then she says, really unnervingly, brother, this path, it's taking you somewhere else, isn't it?
Oh, wow.
Yeah. His hands start sweating. He feels this strange fear creeping in, like she's reading his mind or something else.
Building.
Definitely. So after a bit, he pulls over at this tiny tea stall. He needs a break, needs to calm down. Tells the girl he'll just be 2 minutes, grabs a quick tea.
Trying to get his bearings.
Exactly. But while he's there, the old man running the stall, he has a strange look, asks Aslam where he's heading so late.
Oh.
And then he shares this local legend. Says people around there talk about a girl who appears on rainy nights, flags down an auto, and is never seen again.
Oh, man. The impact on Aslam must have been instant. His hand probably froze on the tea glass, right?
Totally. The source says his hand froze. He realizes, terrified, the old man could be talking about his passenger.
Yay.
That just cranks up the fear and suspicion. Folklore suddenly feels terrifyingly real.
Yeah, it's not just a story anymore.
And that fear, it triggers something else, a flashback.
Yeah.
2 years before, similar late night, he'd helped this old, really disheveled woman, dropped her at a hospital.
Oh.
He even gave her some money he had for her daughter, she said. But when he went back later to check, just curious, the hospital folks said, nope, no record of her ever being there. He'd sort of dismissed it back then. Strange. Maybe she was confused. But he remembered the sadness in her eyes.
That's quite a detail to bring back now. It makes you wonder, doesn't it? Was that just a random weird thing or connected somehow?
Exactly.
It highlights how even a small act of kindness done with no expectation can somehow echo later, like planting a seed you didn't even know you planted.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. So the journey continues. They're heading towards this dilapidated ruin, this crumbling old building in the middle of nowhere, basically.
Sounds ominous.
Totally. Aslam's gut is screaming, turn back, go home. But the girl, she's just sitting there quietly, almost calm. And she says, brother, why are you afraid? What Allah has written will happen.
Wow.
And somehow that compels him. He keeps going. Can't explain why. Just feels drawn.
Pulled forward despite the fear.
Right. They get to the ruin, and the rain starts up again. Lightning flashes, making the place look even spookier. The girl just asks him to follow her inside.
And he does.
He does.
Yeah.
Against all his instincts, he follows her in. Like he's being moved by some force he doesn't understand.
And inside, what's it like?
Inside the ruin, it's described as having this really strange atmosphere. A palpable coldness. And there are these ancient carvings on the walls, lit up briefly by the lightning. It feels like he stepped into some old forgotten story. Heavy with secrets. You can just imagine the tension walking into the dark like that.
Absolutely terrifying.
And then the climax of this whole crazy journey. The girl stops in this small room. And from inside her white dupatta, she pulls out something small. It's shining.
A locket.
The locket. She holds it out to Aslam and says, this is for you, brother. Keep it safe.
And this is where it gets undeniably supernatural, right?
Yeah. Just as he takes the locket, there's this huge lightning strike. Lights up the whole ruin. A blinding flash of light. And in that instant, she's gone. Vanished. Poof. Aslam standing there alone. Rain maybe coming through the roof. Holding this locket. He's terrified, but also feels this strange lightness.
Gone. Just like that.
Right.
Wow. That's a classic divine encounter moment, leaving behind something tangible but utterly mysterious.
Totally. So he's disoriented, soaked, stumbles out of the ruin, back to his auto. His hands are shaking, but he opens the locket.
And inside.
Inside, there's a tiny picture. It's the exact old woman he helped 2 years ago at the hospital. Her face, unmistakable.
Whoa. Okay, that's the connection, the aha moment.
Absolutely. It all clicks. The girl, the old woman, it's connected. He's completely overwhelmed, starts praying for guidance, and then he hears this voice, like inside his own head, clear as anything. Aslam, your faith is your path.
Yeah.
What you gave will return to you.
That's powerful. Not just finding the picture, but getting that direct message. It confirms his kindness wasn't just forgotten, it was recorded somehow. Shows how these events might be woven together in ways we can't normally see.
He's just overcome. Tears are streaming down his face, but it's not just sadness or fear now. There's this new light inside him. He holds the locket tight, knowing this night, this whole experience, is a major turning point.
A transformation beginning.
For sure. But the strangeness isn't quite over. His drive back home, it's like 2 a.m. now, street's still empty. As he gets near his place, he sees this faint light under an old peepal tree.
Peepal tree, those often have folklore attached, right? Spirits, sacred spots.
Exactly. This one near his home was known for ghostly tales. And this light starts moving towards him. But there's nobody there. He just floors it, rushes home, terrified again.
Another layer to the mystery. What was that light? Another sign? A lingering presence, maybe? Or just confirming the path he's on now? It really leaves you wondering about these unseen things.
And that night, he has this incredibly vivid dream. He's back in the ruin, but it's different, filled with this river of light. And the girl is there, also bathed in light.
Yep.
And she repeats the message. Aslam, what you gave will return to you. But first you must pass through the darkness of your heart. Then she vanishes. But just before she does, he hears a prayer whispered right in his ear.
Wow, pass through the darkness of your heart. That adds another dimension. It's not just about reward, but about inner purification too.
Oh, right, it's intense. Then, the next morning, he goes outside. And under that same peepal tree where he saw the light, he finds a white dupatta.
No way.
Yes.
Yes.
Identical to the one the girl was wearing. And it smells faintly of roses and sandalwood. He picks it up and feels this strange comfort, this deep sense that it was all real and he's on the right track.
That's incredible. A tangible piece of evidence connecting the dream, the encounter, everything. It's like a final reassurance, isn't it? A physical reminder. That scarf becomes a powerful symbol.
It really does. And things start changing immediately, like that very day. He goes out with his auto and has the best day he's ever had. Makes a lot of money.
Ah, the practical impact.
Enough to finally buy that newer, better medicine for his mother. The one the doctors recommended but he couldn't afford before.
What you gave will return to you.
There it is.
Exactly. So that night, he tells his mother everything. The whole story. The girl, the ruin, the locket, the dream, the dupatta.
How does she react?
She listens, and tears stream down her face. But the source says her eyes had this profound light in them. She tells him, this is Allah's mercy. She sees it immediately as divine grace, a direct reward for his past kindness to that old woman.
That really seals the theme, doesn't it? How that small act, probably forgotten by him almost, comes back in this incredible, miraculous way. It validates his faith, his generosity. It's just complete vindication for his goodness.
But Aslam, he still needs more answers, So later, he goes back to that hospital where he dropped the old woman off years ago.
Right, to see if he can find anything else out.
Yeah. And he talks to this old watchman who's been there forever. The watchman remembers.
Mm-hmm.
He confirms there was an accident around that time 2 years back. An old woman and her daughter. The mother died at the hospital. But the daughter, she vanished. Nobody knew where she went. And the watchman mentions the local belief, the story that the daughter's soul still wanders that road, praying for her mother.
So if you connect those dots, the vanished daughter, the old woman in the locket, the girl appearing on that specific rainy night, asking to go to an old place.
It points pretty strongly towards the girl being the spirit of the daughter, right?
It certainly provides a powerful, coherent explanation within the story's own logic. Whether you see her as an angel, a spirit, the daughter's soul, the source leaves it slightly open, but the clues point strongly in that direction. It masterfully blends the mystical with this grounded, emotional story.
Yeah. And Aslam's final act in the story, he takes out the locket and the dupatta. He prays for her peace if she was a spirit, offers thanks, deep gratitude if she was an angel sent to guide him.
Mm-hmm.
His heart isn't full of fear anymore, just gratitude, purpose. The story ends with him driving out into the city, a new smile, a new light in his eyes, completely transformed.
It's a profound transformation, triggered by something truly extraordinary. And this deep dive into Aslam's encounter, it really leaves us with something to think about, doesn't it?
It really does.
It poses this question for all of us listening right now. In what ways, maybe unexpected ways, might our own small acts of kindness be rippling out there? How might they come back to us when we least expect it, or when we need it most?
Yeah.
And maybe, how can we learn to recognize these divine encounters in our own lives, even when they show up looking ordinary, or maybe even a little bit unsettling? Perhaps, like Aslam found out, sometimes the greatest gifts arrive, wrapped in mystery.